I want to go across to Aparajita Sarangi first. Ma'am, first wishing you, all our other guests, a very happy Ganesh Chaturthi on this auspicious day. You've laid on the floor of the House the new Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. The question I have for you is, when does this become reality? Because it's linked to the census. We don't have a clear date on when the census will be held. It's also linked to delimitation, which we know is in abeyance till 2026, but will be a very politically fraught exercise whenever it does happen. So when will the first set of MPs who get elected under this new constitutional amendment really get elected?
Yes. A very good evening. Let's look at the whole thing, Nari Vandan Adhiniyam Bill 2023, with a lot of optimism, hope and confidence. Let me take you back to 1996. It was on 12th September 1996 that in the 11th Lok Sabha, H.D. Dev Gowda had actually introduced this bill. And all the governments thereafter, till today, tried to push the bill and tried to ensure the passage of the bill by both houses of the parliament, but no one could succeed. Now here, we have to start the whole thing on a positive note. The Prime Minister himself introduced the bill, mind it, I underscore, Prime Minister himself introduced the bill in the Lok Sabha today, and then he actually sought for everybody's support. And there is absolutely no reason why everybody would not come to support, because there is political will on part of Prime Minister Modi's government, and we would be able to build a consensus.
You are giving me the past. I am asking you about the present and the future.
Yeah.
When will the first set of MPs elected under the new law come to Parliament?
I'm coming to it. So this particular government of Prime Minister Modi acts with tremendous maturity, and it goes meticulously into things. We have to follow the procedures. The delimitation exercise would take place as it should, and the census would also take place. So I think it will take some time. But don't you think that work of this nature, of gigantic proportions, if I can use that word, should be dealt with meticulously? We have to go into details, and we have to ensure that this particular bill, when it becomes an act, the amendments are through by both houses of parliament, are actually grounded and actually succeed while getting implemented. So I think let's wait and watch. It would take time. The procedures would be laid down.
Okay, Jyotimani ji, respond to what we are hearing from the government. This is a massive rearrangement of our parliamentary structure, and therefore it is a complex exercise. Expecting it to happen from next month or 3 months from now is unrealistic. The government saying we've started the work, we're at least getting the job done. The Congress, which is today seeking credit, couldn't get the job done. Credit goes to whoever gets the job done, not to those who claim they want to get the job done, but rather to those who actually got the work done. And therefore Prime Minister Modi and Aparajita ji's party is worthy of credit on Ganesh Chaturthi for having moved this historic bill.
See, the actually get it done, what you have said, is not happening as per the bill table today. See, it's a Congress party. In 1989, when Rajiv ji was the Prime Minister, he was the one first came with the revolutionary idea of reserving 1/3, 33% for women in Panchayat Raj. People like me who's part of that reservation and won election, then now we become MPs. So that has, as you said, that 1989, immediately when Rajiv ji tabled the bill, it was defeated in the Rajya Sabha. But immediately next Congress government, Narasimha Rao ji government, has brought the bill again and implemented it 1996 itself. That's a political bill, because we implemented the bill, see the light of the day, and implemented. First set of 1 million women has participated in the process. Now it has increased to 50%. So Congress party has its right, its own. We have every right to claim, because it's a victory.
No,
for
but
the
you couldn't.
Congress
I'm sorry, you couldn't get the job done. What are you seeking credit for, ma'am? You couldn't get the job done. I'm not understanding what are you seeking credit for.
Rahul, wait,
yes.
wait, I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. So why we can't take credit? Because we have done the job through Panchayat Raj. 1 million women in no time has become the leaders of this country. Many of many of us, including me, who made it to parliament, because we, given the result, it's not we haven't done anything. Secondly, when the UPA, Congress-led UPA government has brought the bill, BJP vehemently opposed the bill because we passed it in the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha, we don't have a number, we don't have a majority. BJP would have been supported our bill in the Lok Sabha. The bill would have seen the light of the day then itself. Many women leaders would have become MPs, MLAs now. Because of BJP vehemently opposed the bill along with other parties, we couldn't pass because we don't have a number. You should not project as if Congress party is not willing to pass the bill, because we don't have a number in the Lok Sabha. We don't have a majority in the Lok Sabha. That is why we couldn't pass the bill. But despite
no, but you didn't try. Between 2010 and 2014, because you were dependent on support of the Samajwadi Party and the RJD, you didn't even try. You could have tried again.
And that's what we are saying. That's, yeah. No. Wait. Rahul, let me finish. Despite having a brutal majority in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha Congress party is willing to support this bill. Multiple times Sonia Gandhi ji and Rahul Gandhi ji has written to the Prime Minister Modi ji. But despite that, 9 years they have not interested to bring this bill. Now they are bringing this bill. Of course, we are happy about it. But there is no implementation. You rightly said in the beginning, the bill clearly says, first it's linked with the delimitation. As you said, it's a complex process. Second, it links with the census. That means it's not going to implement it anytime soon. There is no guarantee it will not implement it 2024 at all. There is no guarantee that it will implemented 2029 unless Congress party comes to.
Priyanka ji, this new law, once it's in motion and implemented, potentially makes it easier for someone like you to enter Lok Sabha. As a woman politician, what are your thoughts on Prime Minister Modi and the BJP bringing this women's reservation bill on this auspicious occasion? And who would you give credit to? The current BJP or the Congress, which is seeking credit, saying ye hamara tha?
So I just made 3-4 points. Point number 1. In 2014, Shri Narendra Modi had promised to the women of this country that as soon as he comes to power, BJP comes to power, he would implement the 33% reservation, which has been a long-standing commitment. Even Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji tried, did not happen. So he would do that. We are talking about it 9.5 years hence and just 6 months before the 2024 elections. That's point number 1. Point number 2, you keep asking why didn't the Congress party do it or other parties do it. Just let me remind you that the 73rd and 74th Amendment during Rajiv Gandhi era came at a time when Congress enjoyed a single party majority. From that era to now, till Mr. Narendra Modi was appointed, we did not have a single party majority, and that's why most of the coalition governments failed. While in 2010, Rajya Sabha happened to clear it, it could not have it passed in 2014, but the commitment was absolutely there. Over the years since 2014, every political party, every senior leader has been reminding the Prime Minister that this needs to be done.
But better late than never. He's finally getting it done, which is much better than not doing it at all.
Just allow me to complete, Mr. Kawal. Mr. Kawal, I did not interrupt anybody and you did not interrupt anyone. I was coming to my final point. If you allow me another 30 seconds or 40 seconds, I'll be very brief. Right? If you'll allow me, without interruption. So I'll tell you the last point. Absolutely, we welcome it. Is this a fight fought only by the BJP? No. I remember the iconic photo of 2010 where Najma Heptullah ji, Sushma Swaraj ji, Brinda Karaj ji were exchanging sweets. It went across political party lines because it is a gender equality issue. Last point. Prime Minister Modi is introducing it. You say better late than never. Then my question to you is this. Point number 5 in this bill, like we say, it is always the bill in the details. The devil is in the details. Point number 5 categorically limits it to the delimitation exercise, which cannot happen till in 2024. We would have expected that 2024 is when we will see more women representation. What you're effectively doing right now is saying, okay, we have opened the doors. Why don't you all queue up? Queue up and show your interest in being a part of the parliament, and we will take this call in the next election after the delimitation exercise has happened. And let me also tell you, the delimitation exercise, approximately the timing is 2026. The delimitation exercise already is under a lot of controversy with regards to representation of southern states in the parliament. So all the controversies aside, what are we committing literally to the women? We are saying, okay, we are opening the doors, but thank you so much, you still cannot enter till we haven't done this exercise. So I am sorry, it is not even better late than never. It is another denial to the women to be part of the parliamentary system while they are 50% of the representation. I welcome this bill, but I have my apprehensions that this is not a case of better late than never. It is probably something that could have been done immediately.